Hello YouTube, my name is Janitor, and today we're going to talk about Ash meeting How for the first time in Pokemon Sun and Moon episode 97, which aired earlier this morning. I'm sorry I haven't been able to make videos lately. I've been really busy with classes, unfortunately, but I'll hopefully be getting back to a regular schedule soon. So now today, I did want to talk about the new episode that aired earlier today. Let me know what you thought about it. Personally, I thought it was pretty great just overall that we finally got to see How appear in the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. I remember making a video, I believe it was sometime last year, kind of like predicting as to what we would see like later on in the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime, and there was definitely some doubt as to whether How would appear, kind of how with Guzman now, mainly because it's just been like so long, like we're almost at 100 episodes, and we do have previews for the next 2 to 3 episodes up to episode 100, so I'll be talking about that later in the video. But I think it's just curious that not only like have we seen Guzman yet, we haven't seen Guzman yet. Personally, I still do think, kind of how I mentioned with How a long time ago, I do expect Guzman will appear at some point in the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime, but I was definitely like wondering as to whether we would see How. So overall, I thought it was great the fact that we finally get to see him. I think the voice actor for him was great, and he's very like enthusiastic, and he's kind of like more of a friendly rival. And I think that's great because the relationship that we see not only with Ash and How, but especially between Rowlet and Dartrix, I thought that was really great. I think that he did a good job showcasing that in this episode. And also the fact that we actually got to see a battle like right off the bat. We did kind of see two initially where Ash was battling How, but as you probably saw in the episode, if you haven't already, I'll try to leave a link in the comment section. But basically, Ash and How did battle, but I guess Ash messed up when he was trying to get the Z crystal, so like in the Z ring. But they did battle again, and it was pretty awesome, like seeing Rowlet. It seems like, from the looks of it, he did appear to learn a new move, but using an Everstone. I saw a lot of people like wondering like what happened in the episode, and I tried to look into it. From what I've seen people commenting, it looks like Rowlet, like, because when there was a family reunion with the other bird Pokemon, and so when he was consuming a stone, it looks like he accidentally, or he seemed to consume a Everstone. So I'm wondering if whether Rowlet will evolve at some point. I did mention in a video a few months ago that in terms of Ash's Alola team, I'll probably make another one at some point in the near future, but I do expect Rowlet to evolve at some point, and we do get, at least, it's not a full confirmation that Rowlet won't evolve because he has consumed the Everstone, but as we see in the episode itself, actually, that he can actually like regurgitate it and use it as an attack, as we saw in this episode when battling Dartrix, and Rowlet does eventually defeat Dartrix using its Z move with Ash. So I thought that was pretty great. But yeah, I don't think the Everstone necessarily prevents him fully from evolving, because I think at some point, as we see in this episode, he can like just get rid of it at any point and just use it as an attack. So I do think that Rowlet will evolve at some point. But kind of how we saw, I've seen some people kind of compare it to Piplup, where like because like it's kind of a more cute Pokemon in terms of merchandise, maybe they might not want to evolve. And we have seen that in the past with other of Ash's Pokemon. I won't go too much into it, but yeah. I do expect Rowlet to evolve. I really hope it does, because I think it would be a really strong Pokemon at Decidueye. I think it'll be a really great addition to his team, not only with Ash's Torracat potentially evolving into Incineroar, but yeah, like I said, that'll be more towards another video. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of the episode? I really enjoyed it. Ash meeting How for the very first time, I think it's great, the fact that we're finally here. It did take a long time, unfortunately, but I am happy that Ash has finally met him. And I'm curious what this means for other characters. Like I said, Guzman, as with How, as I mentioned in the past, I do think Guzman will appear at some point. I guess maybe we'll just have to wait a little bit longer, but the fact is that we're almost at 100 episodes, which is crazy. And thank you, I did see some people mention, because it's been like now pretty much 2 years since the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime began, with my birthday. Actually, like it aired on the day of my birthday yesterday. So thank you for those of you who sent like happy birthday. I really appreciate it. But as for these upcoming episodes, let me just check here. Yeah, so like I said, let me know what your thoughts were on this episode. We did, of course, get the new preview for next week's episode, 99, Where is Eevee Going? Oh, sorry, no, that's the week after. The next one is episode 98, The Duo Splits Off, Ash and Rotom. That is airing on November 25th, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But reading here from the summary, quote, the producer of a popular series, Alola Detective Lucky, takes an interest in Rotom, and increasingly enough, it decided that Rotom will appear on the show. And starting today, it will be getting Zoroa. Oh, okay. This is kind of more tying to the movie, and also with the new Pokemon Pikachu movie. I think that'll be really interesting. The fact maybe they're kind of making a reference to that. I wonder if we'll see more of Pikachu kind of acting as a detective in the anime. But if you haven't seen the new Detective Pikachu movie trailer, I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to it. I know it's like kind of a more almost a darker tone with the atmosphere and such, but I think the comedy is really great. I think Ryan Reynolds does a great job with the voice actor. I think Danny DeVito would have been great too, but I really enjoyed the trailer. I'm hoping we see more of it really soon. But as for the rest of this preview, I'll try to leave a link to that in the comment section as well, but just reading more into the summary. Quote, Rotom is overjoyed, but however, he notices an error in the plot. It barges onto a set and interrupts the filming. Ash panics, but Rotom interruption makes it catch the attention of the producer. So from the scene of the preview, there seems to be some contention between Ash and Rotom. My guess is we'll get more as we get to see closer with the next few previews. But moving on to the next one. Okay, so episode 99 is one of the Eevee ones. So where is Eevee going to the end of the world for the sake of a meeting? Quote, on December 2nd, reading here, an Eevee has come to town to meet someone. However, it ends up getting chased around by the nasty Siamese Pokemon Persian, end quote. So I'm wondering if maybe we get to see Team Rocket in this case. I think that could be pretty interesting. Let me know your thoughts on that. We don't have too much on that episode, so we'll probably get more info soon. And finally, with episode 100 of the lightning that blocks wind, its name is Aurora. By pure chance, Ash and Pikachu ends up running into Tapu Koko. They challenge it to a battle, but immediately after, they find themselves in an unknown location. There they meet a young man and the thunderclap Pokemon, Zorua. So this seems to be more referencing with the movie. So like I mentioned, not only with the Zorua movie, but also with the Detective Pikachu movie, which I'm really looking forward to. So let me know your thoughts on that. Like I said, we'll probably get more info soon. But overall, I enjoyed today's episode. The fact that we finally get to see Hau appear in the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime is great, and I really do hope we get to see Guzman soon. And as for Ash's Rowlet evolving, like I said, with the Everstone, there might be like some contention as to whether or not that are happening. It might lean towards it not, but personally, like I said, I still believe that Ash's Rowlet will be evolving at least once. I do expect it to evolve it at least once into Dartrix, potentially fully into Decidueye. I guess kind of something that is somewhat reminiscent is how we saw in X and Y, where we had Froakie going against with Ash's rival with Frogadier, and then eventually they both fully evolved into Greninja. But yeah, I'll be talking more of that in a separate video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Would you like to see Ash's Rowlet evolve? If so, to Dartrix, or fully evolved into Decidueye? And also, what do you think of Ash appearing, or sorry, not Ash, of Hau meeting Ash in the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime for the very first time, and we actually got to see a battle, which I thought was great. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Peace, stay hyped, and as always, best wishes.